Alright, so everybody who's watching this, hello, I'm Flubler. I want to kind of give an update on a couple things and also want to explain something that I've kind of kept a secret for a while, simply because a lot has happened over the past 2 weeks and, even like today, like something happened. So, I kind of want to just more specifically, like tell y'all, just because I want to you know, let y'all know obviously what's going on, just in general. And so, there's two major things I want to just go into right now. And the first thing I want to talk about is the whole situation where 2 weeks ago on my stream, or it was like a week ago, I don't remember, but it was uh, my first stream back after not streaming for over a month and a half, and I was planning on having a good time and everything, and the stream went pretty well. An hour and a half into the stream, something happens, and I have the whole video clip of how everything unfolds basically, um, and so I'll play like little segments of the video clip that I explain and stuff. And so what ends up happening is there was 2 days before that, or 3 days before that stream, I got the 5504 and Sonic No Machi, for y'all that are aware, and I was in a call with Nick to discuss loads. And earlier that day, 3 different people showed up, but one of them was named Tracy the Fox, and he joined the call while we were discussing 5504 loads, and he was just saying really, really weird stuff just in general. He was just like, bruh, there's a Sonic 06 Android port coming soon, and I'm like, you know, obviously a kid would obviously a kid would just believe that's real. But you could tell it was like a young kid because, just the voice, the way he talked and how fast he talked, and just everything like that, that's kind of how I was able to tell. He joined the call and he was saying like, oh, there's a Sonic 06 Android for it, and he was talking about his Roblox server or something, I don't remember, but me and Nick got uncomfortable and we legit just tried not saying anything. And then after he left, like, we kind of just got a sigh of relief and, went on with the rest of it. It was just one time, just made us feel a little uncomfortable, but, it is what it is. And so a couple days later, stream on my first day, an hour and a half into the stream, Tracy joins the call again, and I will share you the video clip right now of when that happens and how everyone reacts. Keep in mind, I have Nick, Focus, Lokester, Turbo, I think. Yeah, Turbo. They were all in the call with me at the time. And so, I'm gonna play the video clip right now just to show you what happens. So,
I'm having fun.
Yo, what is happening right now?
I don't even.
Oh shit. Oh my god. These guys are gonna ruin the call. I already know right now. Oh no. Oh god, I'm gonna cringe so hard.
and so yeah, he joins the call, and yeah, it makes us feel a little bit uncomfortable just because, he was basically, the way he was talking, you could tell it's a young kid, and of course, all of us in here are like teenagers and young adults, so it kind of made us feel a little bit queasy, a little bit awkward, and so we pretty much all of us decided, definitely including myself, over the course of the next 2 minutes as I was doing attempts, I talked to Stream Chat a little bit about, what was going on and explaining why, I all of a sudden just got really, really anxious and stuff. And so, yeah, it happens. And then about 2 minutes later, I look and call again, and literally everybody's deafened except this kid and this other kid that just joined the call before that. And so, yeah, and then the kid left the call, and then I went in voice chat. I talked to Luke for a little bit. He also, like, he wasn't uncomfortable more specifically about the kid, but he was uncomfortable about the fact that there was like 7 or 8 people in the call at once. And, for some people, 7, 8 people in a call can be very stressful. It can be, it might not be like fun to call with that many people, you know what I mean? So, especially when they like all just interrupt each other in one sentence and one person wants to say something. But anyway, so then the kid joined. Okay, so immediately after, Focus and Nick go into the private mod only call. And so that's when we were thinking, oh, it probably has to do with this kid. Then immediately after, Focus and Nick join back the call, and this is what happens.
Happened. Oh shit.
Sorry, I was in a.
Why are y'all deafened? Is my question.
No, like everyone and their mom joined. I mean, I like them, the people in here, but like not that many.
Hi. So
Why did you guys leave?
because I had to talk about enforcing some rules because of how many people were in. I've now added a user limit here on the voice of 8.
Makes sense.
I think 8 is, or
But yeah,
maybe even lower. Maybe make it 6.
Ah, yes, I love fucking up Silver. Nice.
Assuming I have mystery loads, I could 44 Shadow.
But why do you want it like that? Is my question. Is it because
Why do I want it like 6? Because 06 is funny and also relevant to our video game. But no, but I also think from what we saw with, you know, the obvious child, I'm sorry, I honestly feel like maybe there should be a limit on age in this. Maybe.
Yeah,
A little bit.
I agree.
How long do you talk about anything like obscene?
I
The
mean,
thing is, you just fucking talked about Gamer Go Piss 15 minutes ago. I do not think it's safe for that kid. Give me a sec.
oh man, I don't know, man. Like I feel like me and Nick experienced this kind of stuff like a couple days ago.
In the face.
It was so funny, dude.
They're back.
Cursed after cursed, literally cursed. Oh my god.
How did you guys?
Oh wait, what happened? What happened? What happened? You had a glitch?
Oh my god.
Yes, a very much glitch happened.
Man, I don't know how I feel about being in a call with this guy. I really don't. I'm sorry, but I just don't.
And so immediately, like after Focus explains all that, and Nick, is laughing his ass off. The kid joins back, and I have also the funniest Stefan excerpt that you've probably ever seen. I don't know, but yeah, immediately after I just deafen it again, just because it makes me feel uncomfortable, and then I just spend the next few minutes talking with Chad. I tell him the funny story and stuff. Just in general, just messing around in the game and stuff. And then 10 minutes after I deafened, the kid left, and so everybody undeafens again. And Focus goes on this huge conversation. Like, he literally nonstop talks. Oh, this kid's too young. You guys know how Focus is, like, repeating himself and everything. And so, not that it's a bad thing, it's just, that's his characteristics. So, literally just Focus talks about, how this kid, he's too young. I'm gonna play the clip right now.
And marry me.
No.
Fuck. What the fuck is going on, dude? What the fuck is going on? It's not about my server. It's the 06 server. It's just the call is very hectic right now, and I don't know how to feel. It's very awkward. That's all I could say. I don't like this kind of stuff. You know what I mean? Like, it's just like, it's weird because, like, keep in mind, they think differently, and obviously you could tell. It's just like, yeah. Is Focus like giving him a pep talk?
Sonic Master 2020 in Japanese. Do not spoil.
Oh shit.
No offense. I know everyone was uncomfortable about this.
What? Uncomfortable what?
About Tracy. Everyone was.
Oh yeah. Dude.
No offense. I just think he's too young.
I know. Do you know how old he is?
He's 13, right?
He's
He's
11? Holy shit, he was lying about his age. You guys were right.
Okay,
Oh my god.
Then I'm gonna ban him from the server just
Yeah.
because of lying about age.
Oh wow, damn. Okay.
It was
I mean, I do agree that the kid is too young just because of the way he was talking, and it's one thing that, make everyone just deafen in a call. Like, it's just not a thing. And so, Focus then talks, like, nonstop for, like, a good 30 minutes or something, and yeah, then towards the end of the live stream that I was doing that day, I got really, really worried. I got really, visibly upset, and honestly, you could probably you can tell just based off of the clip I'm gonna show you next. So this is gonna be a long one, but I'm gonna basically show you a clip of how I was more specifically worried and how I was feeling throughout all this. And so yeah, here you go.
Yes, Gordon?
They're 11. We just ban them and move on.
You say that, but he says he wants to kill himself.
Wait,
It's a little
what?
bit
Okay,
different.
then direct them to a therapist. I mean, it's a Sonic 06 speedrunning.
I have to stop stream. I can't. I don't know if I should keep going. This is making...
Flub. Breathe. In.
I don't know how
We
it...
basically have settled everything. I'm just
Yeah.
explaining for the community, everyone, as the owner of the server, as someone who has a big role to play in this community, as one of the admins. I'm personally coming out to say, essentially, yes, we are now putting a pretty reasonable rule of if you are younger than 13, get out of here, which makes sense. Not to mention, literally everyone felt uncomfortable with Tracy being in because we could hear Tracy's voice and went, yeah, this sounds like a kid. Not like a teenager, a kid. And it just wasn't really a good thing for the community as a whole, and I could tell that this was someone younger than the Discord terms of service from that alone. Not to mention from the admittance from someone else.
Thanks for the follow, man. Appreciate it.
Yeah, I mean, I think we just don't have to make it into a bigger deal than it is.
I also don't think
TOS.
so.
So we ban them, and then we say, hey, don't violate TOS, and then we'll move on. And
Yeah,
get past.
I would recommend telling. I will go ahead and tell Sonic Master. We are more than happy to allow him.
Bruh, I'm gonna get some water. This is so much for me right now.
Get some water.
Yeah.
Get some water, Flub. You should be fine though. We're gonna move on from this, and we'll be good. So don't worry.
No, 1.3.
Yo, is it okay if you guys, if I just deafen for like a few minutes, just
No worries.
talk?
Go ahead.
Yeah. Okay, so people, here, let me just make this bigger so that way, this doesn't, Hi, I am the game. Hold up. There. So, I feel like, I don't know. Do I feel bad for the kid? But it's just like, it just brings me back to that time when I was, fucking made fun of and shit. Like, when I was, around that age. And I could completely understand and stuff like that. It's just, oh my gosh, I'm sorry. It's just, like, I don't know, man. It's just I share sympathy for this guy, I know he wants to pursue something, you know what I mean? Like, I know what he wants to do, and I've been in his shoes before, and it's just really hard for me to, go through that kind of stuff. So, sorry, I'm just drinking water so I don't look like a fucking dumbass. I'm just getting emotional on this. It's just... It's been hard. It's just not necessarily... I don't know. I just feel that around the time that, I was abused in the Mario Kart Wii community. I just felt no one could love me, no one could, just I felt like I was just hated everywhere and like nobody liked me and it's just and I feel like this kid feels the same way and now thinking about it back at that time, it's just it's horrible. It's horrible, horrible, horrible. Just like horrible. Like man, like dude. Yeah, it's just like I want to try to forget about it. That's why I felt so uncomfortable like during that whole time and even when he was talking about it. It's just because like it's just like dude. I can't, dude. Oh my gosh. I literally like brings me back to that time and I just feel really bad and I don't want anything like that. I just want, yes, what he did, it made everyone feel not comfortable just because, it was a young kid and stuff and they talk differently and stuff and but I was in his shoes once upon a time and back at that time, like especially when he said he wanted to die, like I just felt horrible. I felt like I feel guilty. I feel completely guilty that like I don't even know how to explain it. It's just all the people that go through stuff like that literally just tell someone. Go out and tell that shit, okay? Just make sure you tell anyone. Tell like someone you trust online or just anyone in general. Just be out there for other people and just be showing of them, Man. And especially with Focus, saying all that kind of stuff. It just Man, I don't even know if I want to stream right now. I don't even know anymore. I don't even know if I feel comfortable anymore. I feel completely like dude. I don't know. I don't know even what I want to do anymore because I can't play the game anymore and I can't be in this conversation right now. It's just hard for me, dude. Dude, I might just take a break, just chill out.
And yeah, like I said, I was really, really, like, I felt bad because here's the thing, that kid wanted to commit suicide, and obviously that's not a joke. I do not take chances with that kind of stuff. Like, I take anybody that says, I want to die very seriously. Like, you know what I mean? Just because, I've been in those shoes before, and I didn't understand it, but as I got older, I understand, because you never know if they could be joking or they could be serious, you know what I mean? So it's just like, I felt really, really bad, and so literally everybody in the call was just like trying to handle the situation calmly, and I just felt really, really bad, and I was really scared, and yeah. So I decided to end stream because, I didn't want to continue to stream like that after all that happened, you know what I mean? So it's just like really stressful for me. And so I think about this was later on, I get into a call with Nick, and since you know this video is about this serious topic, I kind of also want to talk about this, why I was feeling uncomfortable and why I was, you know, so upset. And so, for those who weren't aware, in the end of 2016, I was in the Mario Kart Wii community. I used to play Mario Kart all the time, you know, just for fun. Mario Kart Wii, you know, Funky Kong Flame Runner, the usual tech. And, you know, I was just like 11, 12, 13-year-old kid on Mario Kart Wii and just being annoying as hell. And, you know, and so around 2016, early 2017, I was in a lot of Mario Kart Wii clans, which are like these teams that, you know, like play competitively with other clans and stuff. So I like that, and I like that kind of competitive aspect, and, you know, I guess that aspect moved to Sonic 06. But anyway, I was in one of these clans, and there was this guy, he probably has changed his name since this all happened, but there was this guy named Macau, right? And he was in the clan. He never usually like spoke too much. He mostly kind of just like said one word here and there, and I would most of the time play, you know, just random lounges or just do 1v1s with this guy occasionally, but keep in mind we wouldn't be calling at all. We wouldn't talk to each other because I was still very, very antisocial about calling people online. And, you know, I didn't have the courage to call people online until I was like, what, mid 2017? Late 2017? Sometime around there. And so, then what is it? Then as we started playing more and more, right, we started moving more so to PMs, which, you know, I didn't think anything of it. I thought he was just trying to become closer friends with me and stuff. And, you know, he claimed that he was, you know, like 14, 15 years old, and, you know, that's fine, you know, like, I didn't really think much of it, just like him moving the PMs and stuff, and, you know. And then all of a sudden he asks for us to have a call. This was like October, November-ish, around that time. More so like November, but yeah, it was towards November. I can't remember the exact date because it's been years, but it was sometime in early November, late October of 2016. We get into a call, which I was extremely nervous to do because I've never talked to any online person in the Mario Kart Wii community. Yeah, just in general, like, I have not, and I was very, very nervous to do that, and so I decided to, okay, you know what, I'm just gonna bite the bullet, take a call with this guy. And so we did, and the first hour, we just decided to play Mario Kart Worldwide and just, you know, go for the usual VR farming. If y'all from any of the Mario Kart people here know what I mean. And so, yeah, we do that, and after an hour, he decides to get bored, and he just like, okay, let's talk. And so what then he does is he tells me and him that we should both turn on our face cams. Keep in mind, I'm still very nervous to do this because I've never shown my face to anyone, right, at this time. And so I legit, I put on my face cam, and he puts on his face cam. I literally, okay, he turned on his face cam. I can tell you right now, he is not 14. Like, he, you know, looked much, much older, and he was like, you know, you could just tell he didn't look like he was, you know, 14 and like 15, around that age. And so that's when I kind of got a little bit worried. And he's like, nah, don't worry, age is just a number, you know, like, it doesn't really matter. And so, and I'm like, okay, fine. And then he starts asking me very, very inappropriate questions, like, you know, have I, like, have I ever masturbated? Have I ever done this? And keep in mind, I had very little knowledge of like anything like, you know, sexual, like any kind of like that thing, because around this time I wasn't really aware, you know, 11, 12-year-old me, you know, I didn't really know more about like sexual stuff until I was like 13, 14. So I kind of just like, you know, went on with the questions. I was like, I have no idea what you're talking about. And then he's just like, where you know, like, you guys know what I mean. And so then immediately after, we kind of just like, the conversation got darker and darker and darker. And then it got to a point where he was just like, hey, can you take your pants off? And I obligingly agreed to, and holy shit, that's the biggest regret I've ever done, dude. Like, for real. Like, I cannot get over the fact that some guy, you know, legit asked me to do that, and I legit just was like, okay, you know? This just shows how stupid I was, and, you know, he immediately took screenshots of it, okay? And he literally started posting it all over the server, right? Like, just everywhere. He posted it, like, on his social media and stuff like that, and, you know, I kind of felt very, very, you know, I wasn't sure, really, of course, whether this was right or wrong. I was just told that you should, you know, be embarrassed about this kind of stuff just from my family and stuff, and so, you know, I felt a little bit uncomfortable, but, you know, then immediately after, he started sending me very, very weird messages, like a lot of porn, hardcore porn videos, a lot of like, you know, very, very volatile stuff. And also, he told me he would beat his dick. Like, it's just looking at that screenshot of just a nude picture of me, just, you know, like, he just legit just did that all the time. And that's when that kind of made me back off a little bit, and I began talking with some of the other of my close friends who I actually knew were around that age, just because I've heard their voice before, and, you know, I could tell, you know, young voice, 11, 12 years old, 13 years old, you know, like, you could obviously tell whether they're young just based off their voice, but, you know, and so, yeah, I kind of just, like, went on with that. Like, I talked to some of my Mario Kart friends, and we kind of just, like the ones I knew well, obviously, that were that age, and I kind of just, you know, started to try to distance from him as possible, because, like, you know, what I did is I literally blocked him on all my socials. I blocked him on Discord, right? And there got to a point where he, I think, made a new account several times, actually. He made a new account, and he would pretend like he's this person, and then he would ask me to do this specific thing. I can't really talk about it since this is YouTube, you know, and it's not that important, but you get, like, the idea of it. He just told me to do this specific, you know, he said, like, do this pose while smiling, you know, being nude, you know? And that's when I was like, okay, no, this is not working. And so I kept blocking people that just popped up like that, and it eventually stopped. However, you know, it, like, that, the worst part of that was over, luckily. Like, that was pretty much it. Like, it didn't go much farther than that. I think in like 2017, 2018, I think he tried to contact me, just like, hey, why don't we call? I apologize. You know, I mean, I truly, like, I can't trust him anymore at this point, right? Like, I legit just can't. It's just too much for me, and I can't. Just, the matter of the fact is, he has done too much, and I cannot forgive him at this point, because, you know, it was just horrible. It was horrible, man. Like, I couldn't. it was like going online was supposed to be an escape for me from middle school. You know, I was living a hard life in middle school at the time. And, you know, it kind of just made me feel, oh my god, no. Made me feel a little bit less like myself, and I got depression around that time and stuff, and yeah, I didn't feel the best. 6th grade was probably my worst year of middle school, like for sure. Just because of all that happening, and you know. And immediately in the aftermath of all that happening, I left all my clans, I left all the lounge servers, or at least most of the lounge servers, and then I pretty much just like, what I did from then on is I made a group chat with like the people I trusted the most, the people I know are good, you know, I never had a problem with, and probably never will. I just made a group chat with them on Discord, and we kind of just talked in that group chat, and you know, kind of divided ourselves just because we knew the community was shit, and it still is, just because if you guys seen any of the tweets that Nick has sent about the community and stuff, you know, you could tell it's trash. And yeah, it was, oh my god. And heck, when I told Nick about this kind of stuff, like, because I had told him this story like a couple months ago, so you know, he wasn't even surprised. So you know, that's kind of the basis of it. I don't know of his whereabouts nowadays. I mean, I don't really care. It's just, you know, I want to call this person out just because, you know, in case somebody ever gets like in an interaction with him who's like more specifically in the Mario Kart, you know, community, and, you know, for sure in general, just like, if any of y'all can retweet this, you know, y'all watching on Twitter, you know, just try to retweet this, try to spread the word, and, you know, I hope everybody can learn from this, and I definitely did. You know, I learned that, you know, I should probably be more responsible with myself and be more, I guess, trustful in the fact that, like, the community like, honestly, the Sonic 06 community is like the best community ever. Like, I've never had a problem with it. There's never been any drama. There's just been people attacking it, and, you know, that kind of sucks. And we've gotten in a lot of those situations, which I won't go into in this video just because the topic is far from that. But, you know, I feel like for those that are in those, you know, the lounge communities, any of the clans, like IS or 40R, I'm just shouting names of clans. I don't actually know, but, because I haven't been in the clan scene in a while, obviously, but, you know, just for y'all to be aware of, like, you know, those who play Mario Kart about this guy, I just, wanted to say, though, that this guy probably changed his name because I could not find him on any of his social medias. Like, I looked through my block list, and literally, like, I can't find him anywhere, and just, like, you know, I don't actually know, you know. He might have changed his name, so I don't know what his name is now. I don't really care. Like, he hasn't tried contacting me since, like, 2018, like, early 2018, so, you know, I kind of just wanted to tell the story, obviously, you know, bring awareness, retweet this, and yeah, that's kind of my whole, you know, update on what's been going on the past couple weeks, and, you know, all this stuff just in general that's been happening. And I know this is a really long video, and y'all probably didn't make it to this part of the video, and, you know, but for those who did, hey, congrats. I appreciate you watching through the whole video, and, you know, just sharing everything that, you know, just sharing all your support you can. So there we go. I hope you guys have a good night, and I will see you all later on the next stream, which will hopefully be first semester, like one first semester ends, which for me is next Friday, or sometime next week. Doodles!